would you like to play a map that's the heart of America? This is Sharon Center, Ohio, and it is modeled after a real place in the heart of the United States of America. By the way, you open this door over here. Took me a minute to find that. Let's just look around real quick. This is your garage. It goes to your house. I wish it was on the other side because of your... Go here to change, around the corner here to go to the next day. You have two good sized garages. They're the same. You can get a pretty good bit of stuff in there. You've got a Massey Ferguson 425. And it has 425 horsepower. So you start with one large tractor, which is good, and then you have a medium tractor. You got this gizmo, holds about 40,000 and a half cubic meters of material. You can put it out by the edge of your field and dump into that. And you have the white 8810. This one has 225 horsepower. There's your other garage. You have a very large silo that holds 16 million liters of stuff. Over here you have some bins that you can buy and dispense some stuff. This one is lime. This one is dry fertilizer. And both of these are seeds and mineral feed. They're identical. I'm not sure. You should have one with liquid or herbicide, liquid fertilizer or herbicide, because you have you got a large planter here that uses liquid fertilizer, and you don't have a dispenser for that, which is kind of strange. So you have this very large planter here. You need 350 horsepower to pull that, so you got to pull it with your Massey Ferguson that has 425. You got a lime spreader / fertilizer spreader. You have a relatively small Massey Ferguson. It's nicer than the base model, but you want to upgrade that, and I'll show you why in a second. And it does have a corn header. You have the Solitaire 12 planter by Lemkin. This is not one of my favorites. It doesn't fertilize as it goes. You do have one of the largest cultivators. You need 400 horsepower to pull that. Goes 9 miles an hour at 14.3 meters wide. And you have the Crampy trailer, which is one of my favorites. You do have that one large tractor, so you can pull those things. At least till you can get another one. Okay, and that's pretty much your equipment that's here. Okay, here's a nice aerial view of your farm, your very large silo, your two garages, your house, your little garage for your truck. You own only one field. That's the bad news. The good news is it is huge. It's this thing. And it has 50 acres of field area. Total land's about 63 acres. It is big. Big. So that's why you need to upgrade that harvester. That thing is too little. I'd get the biggest one. And I did. I took out a loan, got the biggest harvester. You do have quite a bit of borrowing capacity. And then I went ahead after a bit and I bought this field over here, okay, because it was only like 228,000, and it's 20 acres, 21 acres land area, and about 16 acres of actual field. Okay, so we're going to go over this way and do a little loop. So if you leave here and you're going to the shop, you're going to go down here. By the way, this is the gas station right there. And it's retro looking, because this map, Sharon Center, Ohio, for Farming Simulator 25, is designed as Ohio used to be before it became, housing developments everywhere. All right, there's some more fields over here. Here's your shop. So your stuff's going to spawn over there as you buy it. And what you do is, there's a water tower here that has free water if you need that for a greenhouse or something, or you can put a well. As you come up here, you're coming to the little town square type thing. There's the dairy to the right. Let's drop down just a little bit. We're going to do this little loop here. There's Hardware Bob, Antiques, Ice Cream Shop, Central Cafe, John's Fishing Supplies. You got a bank there with an ATM, a gift shop. I love Silver Run Forest gift shop. That's kind of crazy. You got a thrift store, a seafood restaurant, and a little lodge there, Smitty's Lodge. You can come here and get a room for the night. Kind of cool. All right, let me show you where we are on the map. Okay, if you go north, there's nothing. So what we're going to do is come around and do this loop. Everything's kind of like a big loop. Like that. We came. There's our farm. There's a gas station. We came this way, took a left, came up this way. It's not a very big map at all. Not a very big map at all. Okay, so if you head west from here, you got the fire department, post office. Looks pretty cool. And then you're going to get into some points of sale. Okay, there's another gas station. There's Buckeyes. Kind of like a takeoff from Buc-ee's, I guess. Okay, you got the grain mill over here. You open those doors, and that's actually a point of sale. It's hard to get in and out of there sometimes with your truck. And it's hard to open a regular trailer because it wants to hit the top if it's big. You got a grain mill over here as a point of sale. You got a general store here, which is a point of sale in the back. There's some other farms you can buy, like 3 other farms. This is one. They're smaller than yours, but if you want to start a little smaller, you could do that. There's another one over here. Even smaller still. You can tell by the smaller silo, smaller garage. It does have its own water source, a little barn, and a house, and another barn. Over here you got the farmer's market, which is a point of sale also, of course. And then you're coming back south towards your farm. Over here you got the animal market, which is right there. And you can go this way and get to the farm there to the right. That's where we came out. Or you can go down here. And this is that other field that I purchased for like $228. And then I eventually got another field. I'll show you what I got here in a second. And you got some houses here for looks. And we're back to our farm. And that's pretty much it. Not very big, but the fields are big. So, but this extra field that I purchased over here, it's 16 acres of land, 21 acres of land, 16 acres of field. And then I ended up purchasing this one too. That's more, that's $440,000, but it's 25, almost 21 acres of property there. So that's the map. What I'm going to do now is show you what I did with it. I'll show you my version of what I have right now. Not a whole lot different, but I got a few things. All right, a couple of by the ways. First of all, there's 3 crops on this map. It's field grass, silage corn, or silage maize, and vetch rye. So field grass, silage corn, and vetch rye, 3 additional crops on this map. Okay, real quick, a look at productions. All you have on the map is the dairy and the grain mill. The dairy and the grain mill that are available to purchase. But you could build some. There's various places to put it. The land is big, so there you go. And you don't own any when you start. All right, this is my farm. Of course, I got the same house. Haven't changed that yet. And let's just take a look around. All right, over here I added the multi-fruit buying station. I did that so I could get liquid fertilizer because these things do not do that. Okay, this right here is standard. I've added over here a pig pen. Okay, got quite a few pigs in there. Coming over here, I have a little, the garage thing there so I can do my maintenance. That's $5,000 mod. It's pretty cool. Let's hop down here to the equipment. Okay, I still got the crampy, still got the fertilizer spreader, lime spreader. I've got the planter because that's a good one. I did purchase a semi with the crampy trailer for that, and I started with the International for 45,000. It's a little sluggish going up a hill to the shop, or not to the shop, but to the town center. There's a little hill there, and I've recently upgraded that to a Mack with I think 500 horsepower, so it's a little better than the other one was. I do have a big seeder. I've upgraded to the biggest case harvester. Now I haven't done any corn type products. I'm just using things that I could do with this one header, but that's on the list of things to do. I do have a fertilizer spreader, and I use this for herbicide because the fields are huge and it takes forever to use a weeder. This goes quicker. I have since purchased another tractor, the FS25, and I have that right now hooked to the biggest seeder, the Amazon, because it's a great seeder. And once he's done cultivating over there, I'm going to seed some canola in that field. So I have these 3 fields. I've added those 2, and you start with that one. I did buy this little fertilizer for 25,000. It's a little bit quicker because it has a bigger spread rate width, and it's just easy to do, and it was only 25 grand. So that one's easy. And I do have the things here to get dried fertilizer. And that's pretty much my farm here. I'm still playing. I played about 4 years on here. Didn't do much during the winter till I put my pigs in there. There wasn't a whole lot to do. And I didn't do any contracts. I just farmed the land I had and added some. And there you go. So I am Farmer Teacher. Share this with your farming buddies. That's Sharon Center, Ohio. Sharon Center, Ohio. The heart of America. I'll see you on the next go-round. Bye-bye.